Troubles at school. In the town of Woonsocket, when I was a little girl, I moved to 234 Morin Heights with my family. My mom, dad, older brother, my twin sister, and my younger sister. We didn't have a lot of money, so we had to live in subsidized housing. I attended Citizens Memorial Elementary School from second grade to sixth grade. I loved going to school, and I learned a lot from my teachers. My middle school years seemed to be a blur. I remember more from my high school years. It feels like the things that I remember happened yesterday. Every day was the same, rushing from class to class to be on time. After a few classes, I would run to my locker and drop off my books and notebooks that I didn't need for the rest of the day. Then I would also pick up the books and the notebooks that I needed for my next classes. Everything seemed to go smoothly until one day, Jeremy came along. You see, Jeremy was one of those cool kids who wore tight jeans with a white t-shirt. His hair was slicked back with gel. He had many friends, and in order to feel good about himself, he would walk by my locker and say, "Carrot Top, Carrot Top." I didn't like it when he called me names, but because I was a girl, I was younger than him, I didn't know what to do, so I just stood there. At times, I would try to finish up at my locker quickly so I wouldn't have to listen to him. Many days when my schedule didn't match up with my sister's, I would eat alone. Eating alone was no fun, so I watched all the other children eating and talking with their friends. It seemed like I was invisible. How can I sit in a room full of lots of people and still feel alone? Time was passing and it felt like every day was the same. Get up, get dressed, go to school, get picked on, do homework, go to bed, and do it all over again the next day. No matter how much I tried to hide, Jeremy always seemed to find me. The name calling got worse. He went from calling me Carrot Top to saying your sister's ugly. Since we looked a lot alike, he was also saying I was ugly. Students around him would join in on the name calling. I felt all alone in a crowded hallway. Nobody wanted to say anything to him because he was popular. Maybe it's because they felt that they would be his next target. Day after day, he continued to tease me and call me names. Other kids joined in, and I'm not sure why he even started picking on me in the first place. I liked wearing t-shirts with animals on them, and when he didn't get the reactions he was looking for, he would find something else rude to say to me. He started saying, "That's a nice picture of your sister on your shirt." It wasn't easy listening to him or dealing with the many other students at school. Finally, I got the courage to tell my dad about these kids and how they were picking on me day after day. My dad told me a story about what happened to him when he was younger. I don't remember the whole story, but he made me feel good. He told me not to worry about them and what they were saying. He told me that one day they will get what's coming to them. I can remember getting angry with my dad and wanting to do something about it. But, reluctantly, I took my father's advice and just waited. Then one day, as I was walking down the hallway, I saw Jeremy, and you won't believe what I saw. My dad was right. He had a black and blue eye. I don't know what happened to him, but I knew that finally he got what he deserved. After seeing him, I can't remember if he ever picked on me again. As I reflect on my experiences in high school, I realize that sometimes your parents give you advice, and even though you may not understand it at the time that the issues arise, many times they are trying to look out for you and guide you to do the right things. The second thing that I learned from this incident was that What goes around comes around, especially when you least expect it. When you give people a hard time, other people will eventually give you a hard time. This also applies to kindness. When you're kind to people, people are kind right back. Now, when I see kids get picked on at school, I try to talk to both parties to explain what they are doing and how it affects other people. Kindness does matter.